Hello everyone, welcome back to Caroline's Pilates. Today we have a 14-minute long class that's going to tone into your low abs and glutes and hips area. Before we get started, be sure that you're subscribed to my channel so that you don't miss out on new Pilates classes that I post every single week. Now that we're ready, let's get into it. Let's begin seated with our legs straight out in front of us. Exhale, slide the palms forward as you lower the chest over the legs. Inhale, sit up, lean back and slide the palms below the shoulders, tucking the pelvic floor as you lift up into a reverse plank, activating the glutes at the top. Inhale, lower down, and exhale over the legs again. Repeat this motion, stretching farther over the legs after every time you've activated the backside of the legs, so that your flexibility slowly increases as you perform the exercise. We just have 6 more like this. Be sure to keep the shoulders far away from the ears as you press the hips up and pull the navel to the spine as you stretch over the legs. Here's 5. 4. 3. 2. And last one. Squeeze at the top for 1 extra second before rolling the hips back down to the mat and increasing your stretch over the legs one last time. Take your right arm across your left leg and extend the left arm up to the sky, opening the chest and finding a nice twist through the spine. And then we'll repeat that towards the right side, using our left arm to hook around our right leg. Stretch one last time over the legs, and then roll up to sitting and scoot to the center of the mat if you need to. Plant the feet and take the arms to parallel, and then exhale, roll vertebrae by vertebrae all the way down to your back. Interlace the fingers and rest the head in the palms of your hands. And stack left leg on top of right with the knees just above the hips. On our exhale, we'll reverse crunch, lifting the hips just an inch or so off the mat, and we'll inhale to rest our hips down on the mat. Sync the movement with your breath as we do 6 more. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Then extend the right leg, and we'll do a straight switch onto the other side with left knee underneath right. Exhale through the mouth to lift the hips, and inhale to lower them down to the mat. Careful not to flare through the ribs as we do 6 more on this side. And 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. This time, unwrap the knees and stack both on top of the hips. We'll exhale as we tap the toes down, maintaining a 90-degree angle at the knees. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, lift the hips up off the mat, and inhale to lower them back down. Continue like this for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Rest the feet down on the mat now and release the palms to rest by the hips. Shuffle the heels in towards the glutes and exhale to peel the spine up into a glute bridge, making sure that the pelvic floor is tucked and the glutes are activated. On your inhale, lower the hips and take the arms overhead. Exhale, press them back up and swim the arms down towards the hips. Let's do 7 more of these. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold up on this last one, high in your glute bridge. Take the arms above the shoulders to parallel and extend the right leg long on an exhale. Inhale, bend the knee back on top of the hip, and exhale, replace the leg down on the mat. Alternating legs, let's do 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze the hips at the top and pulse. We'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold on this last one before we roll the hips back down to the mat. Hug the knees into the chest, flex the feet and cross the ankles, and we'll draw big circles with the knees to release the low spine and stretch out the glutes. Then be sure to reverse those circles and take one big rock back and roll up to sitting. Make your way onto your left side with your lower arm extended long in front of you, and use your top arm for some extra support pressing into the mat. Extend the legs long and then take your arm and reach for the hips if you'd like to level this up. On our exhale, we'll crunch upper body only, high up towards the hips. On our inhale, we'll release the shoulders back down to the mat. We have 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's level it up now. On our exhale, we'll lift legs as well as shoulders a few inches above the mat, and on our inhale, we'll rest everything back down. Be sure to pull the navel back towards the spine for some extra spinal stability. We'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, and on this last one, hold in this lifted position and pulse up and up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest everything down on the mat now and press up to sitting before coming down onto your left forearm with the fingertips pointed forward. Be sure that you're lifted through the low rib cage and extend the top leg long on the mat. Take your top arm and reach overhead as you exhale, lifting top leg up. Inhale, tap down to the mat. We'll do 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold up on this last one so that we can draw little circles for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then in the other direction for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that leg lifted high as we swing it forward on an inhale, taking our top arm back behind us, and exhale, flex the foot and drive the heel back in line with the rest of the body. We'll repeat this motion for 7, 6, be sure to keep the leg at the same height as you swing forward and back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest the leg down and swing the arm back towards the hips. Press up to sitting and then swing the top leg around to stack on top of the bottom one. Hook left elbow into right knee and pull the thigh towards the chest as you exhale. Then inhale to gently release and make your way over to your right side so that we can repeat that series with the left leg on top. Start with right arm extended long in front of you and take the legs long as well. Reach your left arm towards your hips if you want to, and exhale to lift the shoulders a couple inches above the mat. Inhale to lower them back down. We have 5 more like this. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's level it up now. Lift both legs and shoulders off the mat on your exhale. Inhale, rest them down. 8 more like this. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold high on this last one so that we can pulse up and up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest everything down on the mat now and gently press up, coming down onto right forearm. Extend left leg long and reach left arm overhead. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, tap down to the mat. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Really try not to rock through the hips as we do 2, and 1. Hold it high and we'll draw those circles for 3, 2, 1, and reverse for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Swing the leg forward on an inhale now, holding it at the same height, and back on an exhale with a flexed foot. We'll do 8 of these as well. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Rest everything down on the mat again and sit up, crossing left foot now on top of right, reaching right elbow across left knee, and pull the thigh towards the chest with an exhale. Then inhale to release. And make your way into tabletop, shifting the hips forward to a modified plank so that we can chaturanga all the way down to our belly. Place the palms just below the shoulders and really dig the elbows in towards the ribs as we inhale to roll up to Sphinx pose. Take your eyes up to the sky and then exhale, release the chest down to the mat. We'll do 8 more like this. 7. Check in with the shoulders and make sure that they're really far away from the ears. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest the chest down on the mat now and tuck the right toes. Really drive the pubic bone down into the mat by engaging the glutes as you exhale to lift the heel up and inhale to extend the leg long. We'll repeat this 6 more times. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then release the toes and tuck left foot underneath so that we can repeat that on the left side. Exhale to drive the heel up and inhale to extend the leg long for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's tuck both toes and repeat that, squeezing the heels and knees together as we exhale, lifting them up, and then inhale, extend for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Walk the palms back below the chest and lift the hips high, pressing them back into a well-deserved child's pose. We have 1 more exercise left of class today, so make your way into the center of your mat and come into a yogi squat with the heels down and the elbows pressing the knees far over the middle toe. With a flat back, press the palms into the mat and lift the hips straight up, straightening the legs only as much as you can, before inhaling to lower the hips and lift the chest back up. Think about opening the knees even wider to take your hips up to the sky and to bring them back down to sit on top of the heels. To level this exercise up, try to keep the arms in prayer with a flat back the whole time you lift and lower the hips. We have 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Sit the hips back down in your yogi squat now and take the palms outside of the feet on the mat. Extend your right arm straight up to the sky, opening the chest up to the right, and then wrap the hand around the hips, pressing into the palm of the hand to open up that shoulder even further before reaching back out to the sky and releasing through center. We'll repeat that on the other side, extending left arm up and wrapping it behind the hips if you'd like to open up the shoulder even further. Then extend and exhale through center. Make your way into your final crisscross position. Rest your wrists on top of your knees, and we'll take just a couple more deep breaths, checking in with our posture as we leave class today. Be sure that your shoulders are stacked on top of the ribs, which are on top of the hips. Take 1 deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Thank your body for all its hard work. Thank you guys for joining me in class today, and I can't wait to see you next week. Don't forget to like this video and comment what you'd like to see in class. Bye guys!